Good evening. Thank you for this honor to be here. My name is Ling, and I am part of the Chinese community in New York. But Sarah Jones asked me to be part of this gathering of people today, and I feel very grateful for that. But first, I have to say that when this young lady was just speaking, it was so fast, so very fast. I started to feel heart palpitations. But I have to tell you that before a few years ago, you will not find me in front of an audience like this because I did not like to give speeches outside my own community because as an immigrant, I did not feel I have the good English skill for speaking. But I am here to support my daughter, and I am dedicated to talk at events like this whenever I can. My husband and I, we brought our son here when he was a baby. We wanted freedom for our family, and China at that time, we could not live free. That was 1980s. So we came here, and I have one daughter born here. But if I tell you my kids' happiness means everything to me, that would be like an understatement. I always tell them, to me, happiness begins with the family. When my daughter was 5 years old, she brought me a big picture of the family she drew in school. And she was crying, saying the kids made fun of her. This picture she drew, it had so many people. Not only me, her dad, her brother. It had cousins, uncles, aunts, neighbors, friends, the school bus driver, mailman. It's everybody she knew. It's maybe like 50 people. But she said the kids made fun because they said her family, it's too many people. But I told her, don't worry, she is right. Because family, it's not only mom and dad, it's everybody you love like family. But we raise the kids in our family to be proud of their tradition. And I know what happens. They get some American tradition also. I speak Chinese to them. They always answer me back in English. But when they get older, when the time comes for them to start think about getting married, that's when I expect them to realize a little bit more their own culture. That's where we had some problems. My son, he said, he is not ready to get married. And he does not know maybe if he wants to marry a Chinese woman. That maybe he wants to keep his option open. So I just decided that instead I will concentrate on my daughter. The daughter's marriage is very special to the mom. But first, she said she is not interested. She only wants to spend time with her friends. And then she went to college. She spent all her time studying at school. It's like she never came home. And she doesn't want me to come and visit. I said, something wrong in this picture. So I accused my daughter to have like a secret boyfriend. But she told me, Mom, you don't have to worry about boys. because I don't like them. I said, yes, men can be difficult. But all the women have to get used to that. She said, no, Mom, I don't like boys, I like girls. I am lesbian. So I always teach my kids respect American ideas, but I told my daughter I think this one exception, that maybe she is not gay, she's just confused by this American culture. But she told me, Mom, it's not American. She said she is in love with a nice Chinese girl. So I thought these are the words I am waiting to hear, but from my son, not my daughter. After that time, we had some difficult moments. And I kept checking to see maybe that she will change her mind. But she doesn't change. She said this is who she is. And she is with a girlfriend for 2 years, and she wants to be with her forever, like get married. And I decided that I want to accept my daughter, and that I can love her the way that she wants to be in the world. And if I am afraid that she will have a hard life, better for me to support her than leave her alone. So I told her that I will support the marriage. And when I told my daughter first, she started to cry, like when she was little. And I thought she is crying because she is happy of my support. But she told me there's a problem with Xinyi. Xinyi, that's a girlfriend name. Xinyi is not a legal resident, and she came here with a student visa, but the visa finished, and she was waiting for a long time for a work visa with different companies. But she still have no papers, she can't work, and she is very scared to be deported. And my daughter was crying so hard. She said, "You win, Mom, you win. If I was a man, I can marry Xinyi, but we are just lesbians, so our love, it doesn't count." They said, "We are not a real family." But I told my daughter, remember, family, it's everybody you love like family. But the law does not agree. Xinyi, it's possible that she will have to go back. So we still hope and try to work for the right for permanent partners to be together. Many people in my community do not agree to speak about this in public, but my love for my daughter is strong, and I know we are not alone. When immigrants come in this country, we have to learn a lot of new things. It's hard, but we do it because we love this country. So why immigration cannot learn that all love is important? That's what I have learned. So I thank my daughter for teaching her mother new things. And I thank Xinyi for being my daughter-in-law, I hope for. And thank you all. 谢谢。